India.
Days, we're going to be exploring what's known as the Golden Triangle of India, starting in Delhi, making our way down to Jaipur to celebrate Diwali, which is the Festival of Lights, and then we're making our way over to Agra to see the infamous Hawa Mahal. So join us for what promises to be a really fun and exciting 12 days here in India. So we are leaving the Ashwar Dam. I think I'm saying that wrong, but it's a Hindu temple here in Delhi. We absolutely are amazed by everything we saw in this temple.
Blown away.
Blown away. I think it's probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The attention to detail, the millions of hours of manpower that went into carving every single piece of this temple. I've never seen anything quite like it, and I just can't even believe that that's what we just saw.
So obviously we weren't able to photograph or videotape or record anything, as they take all electronic devices away from you. So we're sad, because it is truly something that needs to be seen, and it's unfortunate.
It is. I mean, you can't even wear a smartwatch in there, so just be aware, especially if you're a fellow YouTube channel, that this is not one of those sites you'll be able to do any kind of like personal coverage in, and you have to be very careful about the stuff you're bringing in. We had to check everything in a cloakroom and collect it when we leave. We couldn't do anything within the grounds of the temple whatsoever, unfortunately.
Good morning, everybody. We have made it through an adventurous run through traffic to visit one of our second sites while here in New Delhi, the Red Fort.
And I just had an interesting experience. I thought people wanted me to take a picture of them, but they wanted me to take a picture with them. So that was really cute. I just took pictures with like 3 different Indian ladies, and we did some videos and all kinds of stuff. It was really cute, and I can't say I've ever had that experience before.
Yes, very funny. Hi. Okay, so after, I don't know what I caught on that whole experience of us standing there for at least 20 minutes. Everybody, once it started, everybody wanted to just sit there and take photos, and just line after line. It was hysterical. It was
so funny, and they're so fast. Like, you're like, one more, and then like all these other people kind of pop into it, and it was really, really funny.
It was very, very nice.
They were sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's so much to see. There's so many different buildings and sites, and the grounds themselves are absolutely beautiful. Now, right behind us, there's actually a museum as well that has stuff from the War of Independence from 1857. You have to pay just a little bit extra to access the museum. We didn't purchase that ticket, unfortunately, so we're not going to go in today, but a lot of people are going in. I'm sure there's some really, really cool stuff to see in there as well. So it's not an official trip to India unless you find yourself in a bazaar, which within the Red Fort, there's actually a bazaar going from the gate to the rest of the property.
And this bazaar has been part of the original construction since day one. You know, this place was constructed in 1639. It was fairly unusual to have an indoor bazaar, but this is, you know, completely original and it's still being used today.
Yeah, it's very cool, very cool. And it's actually cool inside here because it's really hot today and we got a little bit of a shade and whatnot over here. It's nice.
Good morning, everybody. We are currently on our way to the India Gate.
It is this very cool Arc de Triomphe-like structure here in New Delhi. It was constructed after World War I to commemorate all the soldiers that lost their lives during the war.
This is nuts. Okay, so as you just saw, that was unbelievably fun and crazy at the same time. There's a ton of school kids out here today and they seem to love us.
Yes, they do. They get very excited when they saw us walking by with the camera, and of course we had people want to take pictures, and then all the kids wanted to shake our hands. Darren started that whole process. It's really his fault.
A good high five, and then it just snowballed from there.
It really did. Then everybody wanted to come over. It was actually really adorable. And again, a first experience. I've literally never had anything like that happen. And I think it's one of the things that makes India very unique and special.
Yep.
It's cute. It's very cute.
Yeah, the kids are special.
Yeah, I love the kids here. They're so sweet. And honestly, all the people have been really, really sweet.
Absolutely. So we came here to India Gate on a Monday, kind of mid to late morning. There are a lot of school kids here today. I don't know if this is typical, but just maybe something to keep in mind if you're coming here during the week. You may end up being here with like tons of school field trips and things like that, which is like, totally fine. Yeah,
but
10,000 kids at least. And they've all shook our hands.
Yeah, that's right. So we know most of the kids here in India now.
Yes, very funny.
But yeah, so just kind of something to keep in mind. You know, you can you know, see some pretty big crowds, whether it's a weekday or weekends, just for different reasons.
Come sit down. Yeah. No problem. Sit down. Yeah, no danger. You from?
America?
Oh, okay. Okay, basket. Basket.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, good sit down. Nice chain. Your touch.
Oh my.
That's no problem.
Whoa.
Yes, Shiva.
Wow.
Shiva.
Oh my.
Not every day.
Not every day. Never.
चलते रहो बेटा, भीड़ मत लगाओ.
That's so cool. A little scary, really cool.
Okay, come.
Thank you.
Come, take. You take. Yeah. Shiva.
Wow.
No problem. Touch. You touch. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no danger.
Oh my.
No danger.
Be brave, honey. Wow, look at that.
Okay.
That's why I married him. He's so strong, so brave.
It's tough being a celebrity, but we'll have to do what we got to do. that was quite the entrance. Quite the welcome, wasn't it?
I have never experienced anything like it. There was this whole like processional. They had music and they were waiting there. They threw rose petals at our feet as we were walking in. And then I got this and this. And then of course they had little welcome beverages. So I took the coconut.
Not sure what I got.
Darren got something, I don't know. He was like analyzing everything. So, but then of course we had our little hand towels to wash our hands, and this hotel is stunning. It is so pretty.
This is just the lobby, so it's really beautiful. Take a look. This is our golf cart ride to our room, waiting on our luggage, I think.
Welcome into what I consider my biggest accomplishment today. Come on in so I can show you our room. I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but I did really good with this one because the pictures did not do it justice at all. We're gonna kind of bypass this entrance area and go to the main attraction, this massive, massive bedroom that we have. This is so much bigger than anywhere else we've stayed. It's kind of ridiculous. And we have this huge bed. It's like a California king. Again, we've been sleeping on like full-size beds lately, so I have a feeling we're gonna get a really good night's sleep and have plenty of space to do it in. It also looks super comfy. Oh yeah, it is. That is so comfortable. And after not getting the best night's sleep the last couple nights, I can tell I'm not gonna want to get off that. So, excited about this. We also have this extremely long counter space, which you can see we're already utilizing with our bags. We have a ton of baggage, obviously being gone for like 3 months. Then this is a really cool little spot. It's kind of like a little sitting nook or maybe a relaxation area, reading area. So I think this is a really cute spot. And when I think of India, this is absolutely something that comes to mind. It's really, really sweet and unique to where we've been. A full-size mirror, again, helpful. We have a nice little bar area here with teapot, cups, teas and things. So we can do that for ourselves in the room if we wish. They left us with some water, which is very helpful. We also have a refrigerator and kind of like a little bar area here with some extra glasses and things. So that's nice. This bathroom is massive. We have this huge counter space. Dual mirrors, dual sinks, lots of amenities, little washcloths and things like that. They gave us some toiletries over here, which is very sweet. We've got some rolled up towels down below. I have a robe. I don't know if Darren has a robe, but that's totally going on me in just a little bit when I take this guy off. We also have this really beautiful little step-in tub. Again, we've had tubs in several places that we've stayed. They're all really amazing. We haven't used a single one of them, so maybe we'll finally use one of our tubs. This feels like the right one, and I want to check that out later. And then we also, of course, have a full, massive walk-in shower with the rain water shower head. Really, really nice. And then a little nook in here to put our stuff, which is great. It's very helpful. And lastly, of course, the toilet, because, well, every room should have one, but they don't always.
We decided we need a property map from our room just to find the restaurant, the lobby, and everything else.
Yeah, this property is absolutely huge. There are 2 restaurants. There's also kind of like a pool bar type deal. There's tons and tons of different things to do here recreationally, health clubs, spas, things like that. So it's very easy to get lost on this property, and we're still looking for the restaurant. I have no idea where it is. I think it's this way.
We'll let you know.
I think it's this way. Let's keep going.
There, right there.
Cool. So we're at the multinational cuisine restaurant here at our hotel. I think it's called Viox or something like that. And Darren went with a traditional Indian dish. And then I have done this new thing ever since we got to India. I've been trying to eat vegetarian pretty much the whole time just to see how my body responds to it. I eat a ton of meat and I just feel like I needed something different for a while. So I ended up getting the mushroom risotto, and it looks absolutely delicious. We did not have lunch earlier, so I think we're both absolutely starving at this point, and I can't wait to dig in.
Lounge bar here in the hotel. Very cool.
Called Mandala. It's very, very cool.
We will be back.
Yeah.
Now the hunt for the lobby.
Such a big property. This is a long haul.
Oh, this is the lobby right here.
Lobby, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
not
cool.
so far after all.
Yay! This place is totally like a maze.
But we found it.
We did, and I figure if we can do it at night in the dark, we can totally do it in the daytime when it's light out.
Good morning, guys. Sorry I'm talking so loud, it's early. So I'm up early, I'm gonna hit the gym while Nina's sleeping in. And I should probably go after that, and I'll do some work. Along the walkway are these, I guess they're games. I don't know, I don't recognize any of them, but they're all along these corridors, along the pathways. So on and so on. All right, I'm gonna make my way over here. This obviously is the pool area, and there's a couple people here early morning watching the sunrise. I can already see some people in the gym, so I don't know how much filming I'm gonna be able to do. Yeah, I was showing you earlier when we were going to the pool, all these little games and board games they have along the walkways. I don't know what kind of games they are, but they have a bunch.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cute games. Hi, good morning.
Morning.
So I think it's really fun. It's right outside, you know, a lot of these rooms over here, and you know, that way, you know, because this resort actually is a little outside of the town of Jaipur. It's about 30 minutes, even though it's like only a few miles outside of town. So, you know, people come here, they may not leave the hotel certain days. So it's nice to have all these different activities and things like that that people can do to keep themselves entertained, especially people that have kids, which this is a very family-friendly resort as well.
Not only do they have these board games, they have rental bikes. You do archery, air guns.
Yeah.
Like a ropes course, trampoline.
They have all kinds of stuff, and you just let them know what you want to do. They set you up with the activity, and everything's actually very reasonably priced.
So the breakfast was a big success. It's very similar to Delhi, and it was really good, definitely.
Yeah, which makes sense because, because these hotels are all part of the same group. So I really did expect a very similar experience, and it didn't disappoint. Plus, we had some live music at breakfast, which made it super special.
Did we walk past it?
No.
Still going?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Stop short.
Stop short. What's that from?
Are you asking me?
No. Put in the comment section if you know what that's about.
I know what it's about. I'm gonna give you a hint. It was a really popular TV show in the 90s. We just aged ourselves right there, dated ourselves.
The bald head and the white goatee will give that away. Oh, should have worn my sunglasses. and my hat. Requires some explanation, doesn't it?
Yes, it really does, because like what you see from pictures is not what we're seeing that we're walking into, so I really hope it looks different on the other side of wherever we're going right now.
So we're currently at Hawa Mahal.
The Palace of Winds.
Yeah. Built in 1799.
So Maharaja back in 1799 wanted to build a palace that all the royal ladies had a window to stand in and look out into, you know, the town and see all the people, but that they themselves didn't get seen. So this palace has tons and tons and tons of windows and looks absolutely spectacular. So I hope whatever we're looking at now changes when we go to the other side.
Earlier Nina was mentioning about the windows being able to look out, and here's what they are. They're all these little tiny windows that the women could look out onto the main street, and that's where all the beeping's coming from. That's why I can't get past them.
Yeah, it's got this really beautiful colored glass. So yeah, you know, you could definitely see no one would be able to look back in and see the ladies, the royal ladies. It's interesting.
You know, it's worth mentioning we had a exhilarating, death-defying Uber ride on the way here.
I was terrified. Oh my gosh.
It's a thrilling ride every time we get in one of these cabs or Ubers, whatever, either from Cairo to now India, because it is nuts.
You know what? Nothing is quite like the experience that I feel like we've had since we've entered Rajasthan. Even New Delhi or Delhi was like nothing compared to this. Everything is so narrow. People are like literally driving down the middle of the road. They don't move.
I could have slapped a bull's ass on the way by earlier. We were so close.
But we've been so close to vehicles, rickshaws, tuk-tuks, dogs, cows, I mean humans, and I literally have just been holding on for dear life because it's been terrifying. And this is like after some of the other places we've been that, as we've shown you, are really crazy.
Yeah, I said it before. I said we're so close I could reach out and twist the guy's mustache next to us. Our first time on the Indian streets. Yeah, so this is what you normally see on all the images or the tourist brochures is the front from the main street, and that's kind of what we were looking for, so it doesn't disappoint. It's very pretty.
No, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's supposed to be really gorgeous all lit up at night, so we're going to check that out again as well after we have some dinner. We have this great view of the Hawa Mahal. I also really love the umbrellas. That totally reminds me of Istanbul. And where those umbrellas are is actually a little tattoo studio. And the tattoo artist has been sitting over there kind of hanging out, and I guess waiting for someone to come get some ink done. But I just love that there is a tattoo studio here in this cute little cafe. That's so unique.
Yeah, and it's can you see me? It's an all vegetarian menu, which is actually really nice.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
Yeah, I had the fettuccine. It was excellent. Very flavorful cheese. And what'd you get?
I got this mango bowl, like smoothie bowl, and it's really, really good. It's so hot, it's like 95 degrees today, so I just really wanted something cool and refreshing. And since we got to India, I have been trying to do this whole meatless thing, and I've been trying to do this whole plant-based thing and not eat meat, and so far I've succeeded with that, and I want to keep it going and just see how I feel. I just felt like my body needed a change, and I wanted to give it a try, so I've been doing it, and I'm really glad that I had like nothing but options from this menu.
Yeah, finding vegetarian options is not difficult here in India. Our hotel has a whole vegetarian option. One of the whole sections of the menu is all vegetarian. And I opted for vegetarian myself and got the dark chocolate milkshake.
I'm getting one too. I'm ready for dessert.